Hello everybody and welcome to our third webinar, Knowledge is Power. I'm Jeremy Brim and I bring around 20 years of experience in helping businesses grow, in particular in how to acquire new business through competitive procurements. We find that suppliers can struggle to secure new business, particularly with the public sector. They struggle to gain insight into the client's drivers and prepare well for bids. They may have an industry average win rate and an unpredictable short-term pipeline of opportunities. And that can lead to low scores on quality submissions and some silly compliance issues too. We find that the most successful organisations, consistently successful organisations, are learning organisations. They are organisations that progressively grow sustainably over time through learning, whether they win, lose or draw, requesting feedback from clients to save their organisations time and money in the long run by sharing what they've learned across their business, updating their approach, their processes and content as they go. There is a one-time opportunity to learn valuable lessons directly after submitting your tender or proposal by asking the client for feedback. The client should feel like they owe you some considered insight into what you should have done differently for next time with the efforts that you've put into their procurement. With public sector clients, you may well automatically receive feedback and scoring. We can find that that's usually quite high level as the client doesn't want to risk adverse issues with their procurement and attract any challenges, but don't be afraid to respectively request further information. For instance, ask for the scoring per response relative to the highest scorer if you've not received that, and ask for feedback on what differentiated their response from yours. If appropriate, I'll request a face-to-face feedback session, either formally or even better, informally, where you have the relationship. These are really very useful. You can read the client's body language as they work through the feedback and tell where they may not have put some things into writing. Think carefully about who attends that feedback session. It is quite possible that some feedback could be quite personal and relate to you or to people in your team, their performance on the bid and also in interviews and presentations. Take into consideration who will be on the other side of the table, what level of seniority is going to be represented, and look to mirror that. Try not to have people who are too senior on your side of the table compared to on the client side. You're very much looking to piece together a constructed evidence base of what you should do next time to win a similar deal. This can range from feedback on your people, your approach, your solution, the responses you've provided, and the look and feel of your documentation. So lastly, a word of caution really. In a few markets and regions, we've really begun to see an increase in organisations challenging procurement decisions. It is true that there has been an erosion in quality of documents and procurement processes in the last decade, as we've seen austerity and efficiencies bite, particularly in the public sector. There does appear to be a slightly increasing probability that mistakes have been made and poor decisions taken. It's fairly easy to pick apart clients' processes with the help of a smart lawyer, but we urge you to think really very carefully how you tackle these instances. You have invested a lot of time in their procurement and a lot of effort, both financially and emotionally. But it's very easy to destroy a long-term relationship and streams of opportunity through knee-jerk reactions in the heat of the moment. Really do your homework on where you stand, and if there is a genuine issue, then approach it carefully with the client and sensitively, and consider how you might all win. So what else do we have going on through our partnership with YPO? We run a series of full-day bidding masterclasses nationwide in person with training events led by myself but in partnership with one of the procurement people from YPO. We also run half-day specific courses for categories between stocks and supplies and services. We have workplace closed courses that we can come and deliver in your workplace, and we provide these webinars too. We also have a series of breakfast events called Bids and Procurement Live, which are 2-hour mini conferences for bidding and procurement professionals. So it just remains for me to say thank you very much for watching this webinar. Please do get in touch on the details in the bottom left.